So, good morning, Maureen. Is that a ghost? It's a ghost. Is that a ghost or is that a salt shaker? I'm looking at their little tiny icon next to your name. I think it's a ghost. But I'm looking at it when I first looked at it. It's like, is that a salt shaker? It's funny. Last night I made a huge. We had friends over, and one of them is a vegetarian. And so I have pork I could have cooked. I had all these other things I could have cooked. And going through the fridge, I went through and we made a huge mess in the kitchen. I made a huge breakfast last night for dinner. So I hope it's a ghost. Yes. Good morning, Jenny. I was talking about you to Michael Auger, the artist friend who was over last night. I went on your Facebook page, just showed him what I could find of your pictures because I was just seeing if he knew you because he does art events. You know, he just did the Artisphere, whatever it's called, down south and stuff. But yep, had them over for dinner last night or breakfast last night. What are we doing here? We are doing our morning reflection, our daily inventory, and chance to take a breath. And I was just thinking about yesterday, somebody had sent me a picture of their morning reading of the tarot, and it was all court cards, and they were upside down cards, and they're like, spin this into something positive. Almost like, I dare you. Which, you know me, it's like, okay. Because, again, when we do the tarot, it's not about fortune telling. And it's not about, what is the next negative thing that's going to happen. It's about, what do I need to know to be prepared? Because even if we know that something bad is going to come up, if we have something that can pull us out of ourselves so we're not seeing it like the Eight of Swords, like this. But instead, we use tarot, yoga, meditation, something, so that we can see the issue like this and look around it. Then we can find the positive. And we can say, this is what I need to do to move forward. So I was actually just thinking about that. So... But now's our chance to think forward, think positive, and think about getting our feet flat on the floor and our butts doing the kitty dance so we're nice and comfortable in our seat, shoulders relaxed, and neck relaxed. And listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. It's our chance where the universe can hold up a mirror, ask us what do we see, and we can use the tarot for that reflection to find the positive way forward. So, how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that by making our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path because this stack will lead down one path. This conversation's a totally different direction. This conversation will lead us down a different path. So today, which string to pull? Let's pull this thread right here, the center one. Or what I like to think of as what's right at the heart. And I'm going to do our 3 and 1. I'm going to take that extra breath. And flipping them over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And the first card we have, see, they had this reversed yesterday. So it was court cards in this reverse. That's right. And so what is the Emperor? Well, 4, just even if we look at the number 4, 4 legs on a table. Fours are about stability. And that's the Emperor's goal, is to help us find stability, right? So in our lives, we always have things that we're going to need to concern ourselves with. Bills, our home, excuse me, bills, our home, who's going to go to the grocery stores because I don't feel like it, all that adulting stuff. Well, the Emperor is when we just say, you know what, it needs to get done. If somebody else isn't going to do it, then I'm going to have to do it. But this is about making sure that we take care of our kingdom. So, and the next card is the Knight of Wands. So, when we have to get something done, King Arthur had his Knights of the Round Table because they all had a quest. They were on a quest and they were going to go forth. And so knights it's a court card, so it could be us, could be somebody else, or just part of the situation. Knights are the element of fire. Wands are the element of fire. Wands are our passion, our creativity, our action, our need to get things done. So this is a very adulting spread so far. Because the Emperor says, I'm going to make sure that everything's taken care of. So he's looking at where we've come from so far. And then it's about, so I have some things that I put off for a very long time. And so, I am being the Knight of Wands. I know that and as a matter of fact, I'm going to show this to Mina because we'll see where it all goes. But I've been the Knight of Wands about this. So, as the Emperor, I had made this decision that it's like, this is something we've put off, for a while. And then I'm going to push this. I'm going to make sure it gets done. But he's jumping into the 4 again. But 4s are, I just said it, with the Emperor. 4s are like 4 legs on a table. 4s are about stability. And here we have the 4 of Wands. So this is about, it's not the 10. It's not, numerology 1 to 10. Our goal is to actually get to 10 so we go through a new cycle and all. Yes, we have to go through struggles with swords. Yes, we have to go through struggles with our wands. Welcome to life, right? But 4s are when we can pause and celebrate what we have done. So, as we look at this, it's about making a decision. Something that may be important because this is our court card. This is our major, which is the destiny cards. The minors are the day-to-day cards. This is the goal that we set. These are the small steps that, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And so we plot that course. We get on a horse that's fiery like this one, if we choose. Or it could be a nice little slow plot, just 1 step. So that we can say, you know what, at least I've started. And we can have a small cup of coffee in celebration. Because it's just a small celebration for ourselves. But let's see what the advice card is. It is the Queen of Wands. So, queens are the element of water. Queens are emotions. Queens are intuition. Queens are empathy. Queens are feelings. And we know what wands are because the spread is nothing but wands. Wands are fire and energy and passion. So she is a card of passion. She is a card of, she knows how to enjoy life, right? She is willing to put herself out there because she is action, energy, and passion. So, yes, we have, so what I'm trying to get done is not exciting. It's not, but it's something that's necessary. We all have these things. And I almost feel like this spread is very apropos right now because I've been putting passion behind something very mundane and looking at that positive side of it. So, if you have to get your electrical box replaced at home because you're the emperor. You know, it's like finding that way to get it paid for and saying, this is my home and I'm going to feel positive about doing this. Or if it's something as simple as saying, you know what, I have not made a good meal in a long time and this is my home and I'm going to hop onto my horse right here and I'm going to fire myself off to the grocery store and I'm going to go ahead and spend the extra money right now because of inflation and I'm going to buy a steak or I'm going to buy my vegetarian meal, whatever it is. But see what I'm saying is that find something that we've put off or engage ourselves in what we're currently doing. But find a passion for it. Find something, you know, that we can feel good about. Even if it's the most mundane thing in the world. Because we only have today to celebrate anyway. Tomorrow, unfortunately, truth may be, I might get hit by a bus. So today it just reminds me that, yeah, I've been kind of a pain in the butt about getting something done. But it's because I love my family, I love my house, I love everything else. And I am going to be the Queen of Wands and just keep being excited about it until other people are excited. So with that today, have that amazing day. Try and get fired up about the most mundane thing you can. Find the most mundane thing you have to do and get fired up. You all take care. I am going to be here again tomorrow. And have an amazing day or amazing evening wherever you happen to be. Thanks again and take care. Okay.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand.